Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Rush Racing, and we are back with Division 2. And it is back at Jeddah, and it's going to be a fun-filled night here at the Jeddah circuit for Division 2. I'm just making a change because I think that something has just gone a bit wrong there. So I'm just going to make a change there as the wrong graphic has come up. So I do apologize, ladies and gentlemen. But yes, we are here. We are at Jeddah and Division 2. This is a stacked grid. I have got to say, it is an absolutely stacked grid. And looking very, very forward to what we're going to see and what we're going to see on offer tonight. Joining me in the comms box for the first time in Season 9, it is Hoosie.
How are we, SJ? How are you going?
Good, mate. How are you?
Yeah, good. After an interesting Div 1 last night, just had the Div 4. Be very interesting to see how these Div 2 drivers go ahead.
Yeah, it will do indeed. It's going to be a very interesting one. Sorry, I'm just having a bit of a problem with one of the graphics, which keeps saying it's Division 1 when it's actually not. So just bear with me a jiffy and get that sorted. But yeah, no, Division 1 was an interesting night, to say the least. We've got to say the least on that. But we've had, obviously, another race tonight with Division 4. And how did you think that went?
Still trying to compare which one was more chaotic between Div 1 and Div 4, actually. With the 9 DNFs earlier today and the way Div 1 ended. Well, let's just say there's not much to look out to at this moment.
No, it is.
As the boys are currently heading out.
It is looking very interesting, to say the least. I'm just going to get rid of this graphic. Just bear with me. I will not be long. Just want to put this back up, put the right graphic in so we guys can see, and then we'll jump straight into the paddock. Hopefully that's the one. There we go. Please say that's the one, and that works. There we go. We want all the right graphics on the screen, showing on the screen. There we go. 3, 2, 1. Hopefully that works. And it's still coming out of Division 1. I do not know what is going on there. All right, we're going to miss that one. And we're going to go straight to the gameplay and straight to the night of action, which we've got here. So let's give you a little bit of a heads up on who we've got on the grid tonight, ladies and gentlemen. So we have Dito in the Williams as the TP. We've got Flubber in the Ferrari as the TP. Stoin in the Ferrari as well. We've then got Watanabe in P4 at the moment. The TP. We've then got Limitless Tracker in the Red Bull. We've got Cooperbot in the Kick Sauber, the reigning champion from Division 4. Going up quite a few divisions, so he'll be one to watch out for. He won't be defending his title in this division, but we'll have to wait and see how he goes. We've got Sprinter Giggles, a latecomer right at the end, getting picked by TMT, unfortunately losing a driver and pulling in Sprinter Giggles, so wish him all the best this season. We've got Climby Kid as well, dropping down from Division 1 going into Division 2. Should be interesting to see how he goes, see if he can bring that mojo back. We've got Quasi Ray looking a very, very powerful lineup there, I've got to say, Hoosie, before we continue with the rest. Quasi Ray and Dido looking a pretty strong lineup there in Division 2.
Give me 1 second. SJ, let's got a technical difficulty on my end.
No, you're good, Mojo. We'll come back to you in a second. But we will talk about those drivers in a second. Then we've got Legham in the Alpine. Done very well in the evaluations. Will be interesting to see how he goes. Wicked Moist in the McLaren. Didn't think he was going to get picked. Yes, he did. Hado in the Mercedes. Now, you wouldn't have thought that, would you? But yes, it is. He is down Division 3. He's jumping up tonight, giving it a go. As Scorenzi, really, unfortunately, not to see him on the grid. He is one to watch out for this season, but unfortunately not making, which is a shame. Sleepy, been desperate for a seat, finally got to see what can he do for TMT's team. We'll have to wait and see. We got Wicked, Moist, mate, Lockie. How is he going to go there, mate? So they will be working together. Will they be in the same area of the track or on the grid? We'll have to wait and see later on. Squash Josh is going to have another bite at the cherry. Last night didn't go to plan for him. Tonight, will it go to plan for him? That's the question. Ricardo in the Aston, going up a division as well, a couple more divisions, just the same as Cooperbot as well. So he'll be one to watch out for. And Russian Robot, we know, who is very, very quick, had a great season when he was in the McLaren last season. He is reserving tonight for the Alpine. That is your grid. We are missing one driver. Hopefully we can get them in. I think it's either Roy de Boy or it is a Haas of it is either a Haas of I'm trying to think of his name. Ricardo, I think. No, not Ricardo. Avocado. I think it's his name. I'm trying to remember now. There we go. So, do I have you back, Huzi?
2 seconds, gotta reload.
Oh, big technical difficulties here, ladies and gentlemen. So hopefully we can get that all sorted. Got people adding me in as friends as well. Lots going on in the background at the moment. Anyway, let's switch off that. Let's get involved. 36 people tuning in tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for everyone tuning in. Let's get the telemetry up. There we go. We've got an onboard already jumping in there from Sebi. He's been very vocal tonight. 45 people. Got to 65 people earlier on in Division 4. Massive props to all of you tonight. Thank you very much. There's 19 on the grid tonight. Hopefully we'll be able to get that last driver. Dante, if you're there, mate, you need to get that driver in because it's your driver and you're the one that's missing out, mate. So, yeah, not a good look so far, mate. Get that driver in, whoever it is. There we go. So, who is the onboard
Good.
for? Who's his back? We'll go back to what we were talking about. Quasi-Re and I would say Dido, pretty strong lineup there.
Very strong, in my opinion. Who would you put as your number one in that seat?
I'm not sure. Not sure at all. I would not know. It's a tough one. Dido has done very well. He makes a few mistakes at the end there. It'll be interesting to see. But this grid is stacked, I've got to say. It is probably the most exhilarating and most exciting divisions to watch. Yeah, and so I'm looking very, very forward to it as well. Sebi, mate, you've asked for an onboard, mate, but I don't know what driver. I need to know the driver so I can do the onboard. I can't do an onboard with an imaginary driver. So, yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing what these guys have got. But, yeah, let's wait and see what happens. But, yeah, I think it's going to be a good night. Who flaunts your fancy at the moment? Who do you think is going to be one to watch out for tonight?
I reckon Squash Josh, to be fair. After what happened last night, I feel like he's going to have that little redemption within inside of him that's going to want to make a statement.
Well, he's had a go at avoiding the wall. So let's have a go if he can have another chance of avoiding some more walls. And it is a long night, isn't it? So these guys have got to be fully concentrated and onto it. Sebi, mate, still waiting for that onboard, mate. Otherwise, I will just refund you and we'll cancel it out. Anyway, let's jump on board and onboard ourselves. Let's jump on board with an onboard of Cooperbot. And I'll tell you something. I will let you take this one away, Huzi, as you have been a little bit MIA. So over to you in a second when he's back. He's coming into Sector 3 now. Going into a couple of corners now, going into the last DRS zone before he gets onto the main straight. And
one of my old teammates, as we could call it.
There you go. Over to you, mate.
My old time kick.
All yours.
Sweet as. Hesitates the last corner. Dumps his DRS. Holds that right-hand wall. DRS employed. Punches it all the way down to 80%. Takes that first corner very well. No ERS dump this time. After seeing what a lot of the other boys have been doing today already. Through the chicanes, all the way to the end of Sector 1. I need to turn that off. What I need to do. What did it do? Green Sector 1. Could this be the lap that put him into the top 4? Is the question. As he's powering through sector 2. Got yellow flags all over the track at the moment. Cut through the chicane to the last straight. And he's invalidated. That's him out of that.
Yeah, very unfortunate
Unlucky
there.
for Bolt.
Very unfortunate there for Cooper. That's he won't be happy with that. He will not be wanting to waste a pair of those tyres there, Uzi, and a little bit unfortunate. We're probably going to have this quite a lot. These guys making these mistakes. It's a track you've really got to be switched on for, isn't it?
Oh, 100%. Just doing the practice that we've been doing, getting ready for our Div 5 race tomorrow. I'm doing it.
Yeah,
Everyone's doing it, even the Div 1 drivers.
Still treading it. Anyway, enough of Division 5. Enough of Division 5. I don't want to talk about it. I want to be able to sleep tonight and not have nightmares over this tomorrow. But here we go. We've got Russian Robot taking pole position with a 127.067. Squash Josh there in P2 with a 127.291. I think he's got a fan tonight with Husey saying that he could end up taking the win here or getting a good result. He's got a good start already, peaking into P2. Wicked Moist up into P3 with a 27.511. Sleepy Gamer there with a 27.547. Very, very close between the top 3 and 4, but not at the moment between 2 and 1. There's 2 tenths between Russian and Squash Josh. Now, who thought that Russian said he wasn't Division 2? I would say you are icky calling it porkies, as we used to say in London. Eating the old porky pies there. You tell him porkies, mate. You tell him big porkies. Definitely a Division 2 driver. Preferably close to a Division 1 there with that time. We still got 3 guys still to set times. Cooperbot, Clammy Kid, and Dale Avocado, who is the latecomer right at the end. Good to see Has get 2 drivers in there. Really good to see. Let's have a look. Daniel Avocado is quite a funny name. I do like that. But I do like a little bit of avocado on toast. I'll tell you that right now. Cooperbot there in P18 has that invalidation. Will he be able to improve on that? We've got Clammy Kid just about to start. I'll take it away, Husey. Here we go. Going into turn 1 with the DRS and ERS 83%. Taking it very wide there onto the curb. Being very careful not to invalidate going into that first corner there. Now coming into turn number 2. This is where you have to be so careful. In a race, and he's hit the wall! And he's out! And I got that on camera. Loud and clear. And there you go. Clammy Kid has clipped the wall. And he is out of qualifying. That's it. Done and dusted. Starts at the back.
Finished. Wow, we were just saying about how close the walls are on this track already. It's already claimed its first victim in Div 2.
It is indeed, and I'm gonna let you take away the next one because for some reason we can't seem to get away with someone on the flying lap here. So we'll jump on board with the leg cam and I'll let you take away that lap. But yeah, a bit of drama there for the Hash driver, coming very tight and hits the wall, takes off that front left, and he is out. That is a bit of damage there that he's not going to want, and he's going to be a little bit worried now going into the race that he doesn't do that with loads and loads of traffic behind, in front and behind him.
Yes, 100%. 100% I can agree with you on that.
Wait and see.
There's him coming down that last straight. Bolty's back there already. So there's Legham comes across the line and started his flying lap. Will he improve or will he not? What are your thoughts, SJ? I think we'll do it that way. Just misses the wall. Just as he comes through the complete sector 1, he's just down off his personal best of a tenth. He's too cleanly, and he's invalidated. Can't catch a break, SJ. check. Ooh. Oh, there we go again. He's in the garage. How about that?
Oh, look at that. Can't even get a flying lap with someone who's... What is going on? There we go. 2 bites at the
Oh, that's
cherry.
what I used to say. Commentator's curse.
Well, it looks like it at the moment.
Commentator's curse at this rate.
We're on board with Clamming. He went straight into a wall. We've got Cooper that's invalidated. Now we've got Leghand that decided he wasn't happy with that lap at the moment. Sleepy Gamer, and we'll have a go with him. He's set a time, so there's no commentator's curse there with a 27.547. 2 minutes to go. I'll tell you something, it's gone very, very quick with qualifying, with a lot of bit of action going on there. A few invalidations and a DNF from Clammy Kid earlier on there. That will worry his team principal to see how he goes in the race, because he's got 50 times to go around that corner, and he's only gone around it once and put it in the wall. So let's have a wait and see what happens here. But here we go. We've got Sleepy Gamer about to get underway. I'm going to take you away for another flying lap, and we're going to see if there's going to be any improvement with 2 minutes to go. So Sleepy Gamer about to start. Burnt a little bit too much of his ERS very early on. That could hinder him later on into the lap, coming into turn 1, dropping on from 8th gear all the way down into gear 3, getting onto the curb there, 81%, getting very close to the wall, using as much of the traffic as he can, and he does have a little bit of traffic in front. Is there going to be an improvement in that sector time? He's got yellows as well. He has got a car in the way. That will be looked at for impeding. Could be in trouble there. Another car impeding as well. There's 2 cars have impeded him. What is going on there? A Red Bull and the Williams are in serious trouble. 2 cars impeding him. Sleepy is not going to be happy with that. Does he pull back off the lap and then go again? We'll have to wait and see. We'll see if he's up on his time coming into sector 2. A lot of drama going on here in Jeddah tonight. For Division 2, 1 minute and 30 seconds to go. Sector 2, Sleepy was doing so well, and then he got caught up with that 2 cars in traffic. It does happen. Happens in real life, and it happens in the game. He is up on his time though. Does get a little bit all sorts out of there, coming out into sector 3, up on his time. Purple in that sector 3 at the moment. Are we going to see another impede? 3 is a crowd. Let's have a look. It doesn't look like it at the moment. Is that another Visa? It doesn't look like it. Could be a Haas. He's going to get a nice little slipstream coming across the line. Is Sleepy going to be able to put it into the top 3? No, he's not. No improvement there, Hoosie. Not the best of for Sleepy there. He will not be happy with that at all.
No, but he'll guarantee there's going to be something to spoke about in that sector 1 there with that Red Bull and was it the Williams?
Yeah, both cars. That's
impeding.
DSQ for both. If that's found out, so massive penalty there going into Monaco. They'll probably want that for a track like Monaco, but it is actually, I think, a license point as well this season, so a little bit of an additional penalty added to that as well. But who's he? 15 seconds to go. What we're looking at, who is coming across the line or who is about to finish a lap?
Curse, I'll let you go again. Cooper Bolt's just started for another lap.
All right, I'll stay on board with him, but we are going to be coming into the closing stages, so I won't stay on board with him all the way along because I've got to see, I can see a Ferrari coming across the line now. I just want to see if that's an improvement or if that's a lap. Stoin, 17th, 129.064, not the best from Stoin there. We're going to go and jump a little bit further down there. We've got the Haas of Daniel Ricciardo. He is out. He's down there in P20, not the best start for him either. A little bit further down as well, and we've got another car, and that looks like that is Sprinter Giggles coming around the other Visa Cash App. Can he push it up there with his teammate? Coming around the final corner. 50 people tuning in tonight. Thank you very much, guys. The views have been phenomenal so far, so I'm loving the support. And Sprinter Giggles doesn't improve at all. Stays P12. We've got the 2 Mercedes of Shifty up into P7. Good improvement there. Hado up into P13. Improvement there. We've got the kick of Grizz, who was P2. And he goes pole position with a 26.753. Russian is is the only other one to beat it. We've got someone that's spun around at the back there. We've got Russian robots. Is he going to be able to take Grizz off the podium for the opener? What's it going to be? Russian robot coming across the line. No, he doesn't do it. Grizz stays P1. Can Wicked take him off the line? No, he goes into P3. What about Flubber? Can Flubber pull anything out the bag? No, he can't. And that looks like it is signed, sealed, and delivered of your qualifying. Who's the Grizz taking pole position? Over to you.
Yeah, well, bit of a interesting end to qualifying. A couple of surprise names down near the bottom for one, but yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see how Clammy Kid, especially with that DNF in qualifying, goes off at the start of this race with a long 50 laps.
Yeah, very interesting there indeed. And wow, what a qualifying. Quality band. Sorry, I got a bit confused. I know there was one for DSQ, but yeah, quality band for impeding. Thank you, Bobs, for refreshing my memory. My brain is like 1,000 miles an hour at the moment, keeping up with all this. But thank you very much for that. But yeah, quality band. Looking for 2 drivers there to be investigated. So we'll have to wait and see. But Hoosie, take us away with the classification results.
Sweet as. Got Grizz in P1, followed by Rosenbolt in P2, Wigan Moist P3. It's Dido, Josh, Ricardo, Flubber, Shifty, Lockie, Sleeper Gamer, Rest, Giggles, Wannabe, Hado. Oh, mine stop moving. Can you move? Because I can't move.
Cooperbot.
Where are we?
Cooperbot, Limitless.
Cooperbot, Limits Draco, Legham,
Stoin.
Dion, Clemmy Kid, and Denny Avocado.
Thank you very
Avocado
much.
on toast.
Yeah, that is. We won't forget that name in a hurry. And yeah, if you have tuned in, guys, 50 people tuning in, thank you very much. If you heard about it, 2 impedes of quali there will be looked at by the stewards. 1 DNF in quali and Grizz taking pole position. So yeah, that's going to be an interesting start to the season so far. And this has had so much like hype around it. It's been such an exciting division to watch, especially with Bevs obviously not in it at the moment. He's obviously away on holiday. We don't know where he's going to end up. Obviously looking to go into that Division 1. While we saw Yuki obviously in here last season, he's in Division 1. So massive opportunities for these other drivers to have a massive bite of the cherry and the championship. And obviously Shifty getting into that top 3 last season as well. Massive opportunity here for a lot of drivers in this Division 2 lineup. Hoosie.
I'm going to agree with you, Jess, Jed, that's for sure.
Yeah, he's just going to agree with me all night.
You don't want to annoy you, Jed, that's for sure.
Over to you, Hoosie.
Off. Sorry, I got my mouth full.
Oh, good. I don't know who was eating at the same time. I'll take it away and then I'll take it back to Hoosie in a second. There we go. Grizz taking into pole position there. Roshan going side by side. We got Wicked Moist and a little bit of a good clean there. Oh, a little bit of a square between Squash Josh and Shifty getting quite close there. We've got someone on the softs as well. Sleepy deciding to go on a very alternative strategy. They're trying to push up the pace and trying to pull on as much as he can. He's up into P7 on the soft compound tyres there. Thank you very much, Box. We really appreciate it. Dino down there in P8, dropping off, having to go off the line, keeping out the way. Well done there from Dino, but he's lost so many spots. Look at this, Limitless Draco, and he's pushing Cooperbot going into the main straight, into that Sector 1 area there. A lot of drama going on very early on in this race, but every single one through. But very interesting on the strategies there. We've got Story on the hards, we've got Sleepy on the softs, and every single other driver on the medium compound tyres. So interesting to say the least. But Grizz, 9 tenths out in front. He is gone. He is away. He wants to get away from Roshan. Roshan is coming under extreme pressure from Wicked, Ricardo, and Shifty. But it is basically all about patience now and easing into the race. There's 49 laps to go. We haven't seen some overtakes right there at the back there between P13 and P14 Cooper and Watanabe. But so far, Hoosie, good start from Division 2.
Yeah, very good start. Definitely better than what we saw earlier today. Everyone's nice and patient. No one pushed into that first corner at all. Might add though, bit of a surprise to see Sleepy on those softs. I know a lot of people, with me especially, you probably agree. This track with softs, no thanks. You can keep that to yourself.
Yes, indeed. Really, really good start. Really good to start to see here from Division 2. But it's really good to see everyone surviving. That it just shows you that these guys can drive at Jeddah and they can take their times. Is it going to continue though? That's going to be the case because obviously there is mistakes and there's already 2 mistakes. There's Cooper Bott and it looks like Danny Ricciardo. Oh, he's been squeezed there by Hado there, nearly into the wall. That could have been curtains for Cooper Bott. Already on lap 2 out of 50, dropping down into P20. We have seen these drivers come all the way up through the pack. Everyone's staying within the DRS. Look at that. From basically P1, well, near enough. Grizz is just nearly out of DRS. He just pulled it back in. Everyone is in the DRS from P1 down. Look at the train. Absolutely phenomenal on lap 2. It's still early though, I've got to say. It's still early days.
Yeah, still early, but like we were saying earlier, just the lineup in Div 2 itself, it's just phenomenal. There's some boys in there that or even I said, you'd love to see them in Div 1 because they're quick enough.
Yeah, they don't feel like they are. So there we go. So we'll have to wait and see what happens later on if any of these guys do get moved up. But at the moment, this is the Division 2 lineup that we have. It is looking pretty good so far. We've got Grizz in that P1, Roshan in P2, Wicked in P3. Then we've got Ricardo, then Shifty, then Squash Josh, then Sleepy. The 2 Visa Cash Apps having a great night so far in P7 and P8. Hopefully it doesn't end up in flames compared to Division 1 the other night. So let's continue to see how they get on in P7 and P8. Then we've got Lockie down there in P9, Flubber, Legham, Limitless, Watanabe, Quasi-Rick, Clammy Kid, Daniel Ricciardo, Dido, Stoin, Hado, and Cooper, who's already come into the pits. Not happy with those mediums, or he has damage onto those hards and will go the longest stint. Does have a long way to catch up though now, so he is playing catch up 26 seconds to Hado. So not the best of starts there for Cooper, but I'm sure he'll be able to catch up. Back out to the front, Grizz and Roshan. Basically naming the pace at the moment. Grizz really showing his potential at the front there. We saw these 2 line up last season, Grizz and Cooper. Obviously one a little bit further up the field compared to where he is this season. But it's early days. It is early days to say. But at the moment, it's a nice little battle there between P1 all the way down, well, to the bottom, to P19. But some serious battles going on here. Squash, Josh, Shifty, Ricardo, Wiggard, Roshan, and then you've also got the 2 visas in there, Hoosie.
Yep, that is correct. I will mention though, as I saw Cooper going to the pits, he did have damage to his front wing. That is the reason he went in. I might add. I can guarantee the TPs would kick at the moment would be having kittens after the last couple of nights. I know he's listening.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see what happens. But yeah, still plenty of things to happen in this race tonight. Early days as well. So let's see what happens. But at the moment, lap 4 out of 50, and we've got 20 drivers. I would say that is success so far.
It is. I 100% agree with that. Oh, hi, Whiff. Good to see you too. Yeah, I 100% agree. A lot cleaner than what I was actually expecting after the recent events over the other couple of divisions. And it's good to see. Everyone's being patient, keeping the train. The DRS train hasn't really broken until you get the Limitless. That's about it.
Yeah, no, definitely, as Roshan does, putting Grizz to that 6.5 temp gap now. Grizz in that P1 position with Matif will be over the moon at the moment with his kick Sauber driver, but so will Alpine. Clammy Kid getting a 3-second time penalty down there in P16 very early on lap 4 out of 50. He's now having a nice little battle there with the Williams driver of Dido, who does get the job done up at the P16. They still got massive opportunity here though, even though Dido is down there in P16 and Clammy's down there in P17. They're in that full DRS train. And anything can happen, as we've seen that in Jeddah. As we start seeing some overtakes happening here, the two visas deciding to switch it around there. Sprinter Giggles deciding to push on as Sleepy is using those soft compact tyres. Quasi Rate getting a time penalty, and then Daniel Avocado. So 2 on the bounce there, 2 threes very early on, just getting after Clammy Kid. A little bit further back up to the top, Ricardo has well, he's been left by Wicked. The top 3 have gone. He is 2.3 seconds behind, so he is now going to bring Shifty, Squash Josh, and if Sprinter Giggles needs to get a move on because he's nearly going to lose the DRS as well. So we're now starting to see gaps form quite early on, which we didn't think we probably would see in this race at the moment, Uzi.
Check your Discord for a second, Joe.
All good, mate. No worries. I'll let him do what he's going to do. But yeah, like I was saying to you, I'll talk to you, audience, in regards to what's going on. I'm very surprised to see what's happened between, obviously, the gaps that we're seeing to fall. We're seeing a 2.3 second gap between Ricardo and Wicked. We're then seeing a 1.5 gap between Sprinter and Squash Josh. Are you surprised by seeing that? Did you think that it was going to be a lot closer? Please let me know in the comments at the moment. It's pretty, it's pretty easy at the moment. We're seeing DRS trains going on, but we're starting to see gaps form. Let me know in the comments if you thought that was going to be something we were going to see tonight, or if you thought we were going to see these guys a lot closer as we are starting to see gaps form. We've got Flubber and Lockie going at it, Ferrari and the McLaren. Lockie gets the move done. Flubber needs to be careful of losing his front wing. They're down there in P10 at the moment, putting on a nice little battle, scoring points, and that's the way to be at the moment for the Ferrari and the McLaren driver. McLaren driver in P9, his teammate in P3. Not much difference between them, just this massive train in front. Lap 6 out of 50. And yeah, let's look at those pens that we've got. 3, 3, 3. 3 for Quasi, 3 for Daniel, and 3 for Clammy. Another 3 for Clammy. On to 6 seconds of pens. How many laps do you think Sleepy can push these softs? 11. I don't know. I did say 11, didn't I? We'll go 13. I'll go 13. I think it's going to be very difficult. These guys are very fast. How can he manage those? Oh, 10. Okay, 2. Do we go with that 10? That's fine. A little bit further down, we've got Daniel Ricciardo going at it, going side by side with Quasi Ray. Ooh, gets the job done, gets his little elbows out there, gets the job done. Thank you very much, and takes that P14 with that time penalty as well. Pace has already dropped off. Yeah, we're starting to see it because Sprint has already lost. He's lost another 5.5 tenths to Squash Josh, so at the moment doesn't seem to have the pace there, but we've got battles going on at the front. There is Flubber and Lockie are going side by side. Flubber getting the job done up into P9, getting the move done. No, Lockie's going to still come back at him on the side, on the right-hand side. Who's going to hold the line? Are they going to have a bit of a bang? No, they're not. Great driving between the McLaren and the Ferrari drive. They're still going to go side by side. Someone's going to have to relinquish the position here. They can't go side by side here. We've got a yellow at the back, and it looks like it's Daniel Ricciardo that's gone round. We're going to jump on board that, ladies and gentlemen, and there's drama there for the hash driver, and he's in the wall. Not the best of starts there for Daniel Ricciardo coming on later on. First time viewing, I get 5 adverts. Wow. Sorry, Curly. Get away with him. You have to press the lovely blue button and press that subscribe button. There we go. So, Daniel Ricciardo dropping down into P19. We've got drama here. Oh, Sleepy's out! Sleepy's gone! He's gone! Oh, no! The Williams has gone into him! And is that Williams out? That is! That's 3 cars out in one straight! Oh my god, drama's here in Division 2. Sleepy's lost it. He's then connected into Dino's connected into him. And then Quasi Rate's gone into him. Both Williams out of this race on lap 7, ladies and gentlemen. Drama here for the Williams garage. It's not gone for best for him, and it's a safety car coming out. I don't know if Uzi is back, but absolute scenes here. Massive accident between the 2 Williams drivers of Dido, Quasi, and Sleepy. All 3 there in that. That is so unfortunate to happen there, and you cannot do anything about it when you can't see it. Well, there you go. Absolutely insane. And everyone's going to come in to the pits now. And we've got Uzi back.
All
Seriously,
that. I
we
heard all of it.
you had all of it. But you didn't see it though, did you?
Yes, I did. I had the
You did
screen. I had
see
the
it.
screen going.
There you go. That's what I'm
Yep.
talking
All
about.
three of them at once.
Talk about what's your thoughts to that. That's brought a safety car on lap 8 out of 50. Thoughts, Susie?
Shocked is what I'm first going to say. Shocked. Everything was going so well. The race was going well. And then that happened.
Yeah, just
Especially the two drivers that are out, Sleepy
yeah.
and Dito. I had Dito on my, hopefully, one of the winners was going to be top 4. But, oh, yeah, well.
Yeah, absolute scenes here, ladies and gentlemen. Division 2. So I am just send this message in quickly. Right, there we go. Okay, yeah, if you have joined in, 52 people tuning in, thank you very much. Nearly up to halfway to our goal of 2,000 followers, 1,948. Let's get to the other 2 more and let's get to halfway through 1,950. Really appreciate that. But if you have tuned in with us 40 minutes into the stream, 8 laps into Jeddah, round number 1 for Division 2, Dido and Quasiri out of the race, having an accident into Sleepy Gamer. Sleepy Gamer losing it in that sector 3 area there on those old softs. May have just lost a little bit of grip and into the wall. And unfortunately, when you come around that corner, you can't see much. Dido's gone straight into him and he's had his teammate behind. And unfortunately, that is both of the drivers out. We won't be talking to obviously them because I would guarantee that Williams Garage is like a volcano. It's about to erupt. I would say, yeah, I would definitely say. But really unfortunate there for Dido. But it is the first race. It's glad it's not happening on the last race of the season. It is happening on the first race, so they can pick themselves up, find out what went wrong. Obviously, onboard stewards have got that. They'll look at, see what's happened there. If there's been an accident between Sleepy and another driver or contact's been made, we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, massive scenes there. 3 drivers out, but 2 Williams out.
Saying that, with all that's going on, it's actually helped the kick. Cooper Bolt's back in the mix.
Yeah, it does. It also mixes the strategy up as well, doesn't it? Because some of these guys have obviously started on the mediums. Some guys have maybe started on the hards. I think most of them have started on the mediums now. So they will push these hards a long way through now and see how they go. And yeah, it's going to be very interesting to say the least. But yeah, I think that's soul destroying there. It really is for Dido and Quasi, and also Sleepy as well. So we'll have to wait and see. Isn't the first race DNF worse than the last? Well, you keep whinging and moaning about it, saying Jeddah's 100% race and straight tracks and this, but it's each to their own. It's unfortunate, but they've got plenty of time to pick themselves up and continue, get that momentum going. Do you know what I mean, Hoosie? It's the first race of the season. It's a tough one. It's out the way. They can put it behind them and then concentrate on Monaco next week.
Monaco. Not too keen on that myself, yeah.
I know, not a track that you want to turn around and say, get back in the momentum and concentrate on because... Yep. Yeah, that's not going to be easy, and we haven't raced it a lot, have we? Either we haven't.
But since I've been at Rush, I don't think I've ever raced at Monaco.
Yes, he was, Lamb. Complained it yesterday, bro. But I'm not going to go into no complaints and people worrying about what track it is. This is the track. These are the decisions. I didn't pick these tracks. I picked the distances. There was random selection on the distances. But you guys have picked the track. And I've enjoyed seeing this because it's just definitely shown who can drive 100% races and who can't.
Yeah, 100%. I agree.
There you go. All right, who's
would have been interesting, though, if we didn't have the realistic...
Sorry?
I say, would have been interesting if just so the settings and everything else was different. Imagine Jeddah wet.
Yeah, no, yeah, definitely. I agree with that. Cool. Nah, I'm calm as a cucumber, mate. There we go. Right, so Grizz taking pole position. Keep continuing at the moment. Russian Robot in that P2. Wicked Voice in P3. Stoin in P4. Really could definitely change things up now. We've got Ricardo in P5 and Shifty in P6. Squash Josh in P7. Spinner Gibbs in P8. Flubber in P9. Legum in P10. Climbing Kid in P11. Wanted Abby in P12. Limitless in P13. Lockie in 14th. Hader in 15th. Damon Ricardo in 16th. Cooper in 17th. And unfortunately, we've lost Dido, Quasi, and Sleepy. And Cooper Bot getting a 3-second time penalty on lap 10 out of 50. 40 laps to go, Hoosie.
100%. I've just seen in the chat that Sevi's also redeemed a surprise interview, so I'm waiting to see who he picks between the three.
Yeah, he sends it
Not
in.
too
But
keen to invite Dito to a chat, that's for sure.
No, he sends it in, but he doesn't pick a driver. he rewards it, but it's like, well, who's it going to be? It can't be an imaginary person. You've got to pick the driver. So select the driver and then bring the driver, and then select who you want. Because you're pressing it and then request one of the drivers. So I wouldn't suggest one of them. I don't think we'll be able to get them in. We can try. TRS is enabled. Lap 11 out of 50. What we got going on in that mid-pack? It looks like we've got a nice little battle going on here between Squash Josh and Shifty. No, he decides to pull out there. Doesn't go for the move. Stays in behind. Lap number 11. But yeah, this has brought them all back into it. But guess what? There is a gap forming again. The top three have pulled away, and Stoin's now losing a 1.4 second gap now to the rest of the pack. He has got pressure behind him now between Ricardo, Shifty, and Squash Josh Sprinter, and also Flubber as well. So we're starting to still see gaps form, but he is on old tyres.
Yeah, that is for sure. What's that? 5 lap old. 8 lap old hard for Cooper and 10 lap old for Stoin.
Yep, it is indeed. We'll have to wait and see what happens next. We're going to go on board a drive. I'm going to go on board. I'm going to go on board Shifty just to see what view he's seeing at the moment of Stoin, because Stoin is on those old tyres and they are really holding up the Mercedes driver there. To see what happens, but he looks like to go for the move there. Dido is obviously not very happy. He's now left. He won't be continuing, and obviously Sleepy's gone as well. So 3 drivers not very happy tonight. Ooh, a little bit of side-by-side action there as Quasi goes. Look at that. All 3 of them go. Ooh, a little bit of a smack there between Stoin and Shifty. But look at this. Josh just coming on the right-hand side. He's got the great slipstream on the right, and here he comes. Look at this. The Red Bull's going to pick his nose in. No, he doesn't. Shifty holds his line, keeps that position up in the P5, and Squash Josh tried to push his way through there, but he didn't get the job done, and he's actually got in front of Sprinter Giggles there. But Stoin, Stoin's into the wall, and Stoin is out. His car is airborne. Oh my days, another one has gone. That's 4 down. An absolute accident there again. And is that a VSC? If that is a VSC, that is insane, because his car just went airborne there, Uzi.
Yeah, I'm a bit shocked with the Versus safety car, that's for sure. Because all I saw in the back strand was him just launch.
Well, they do have a lot of time to still get back round, don't they? So, yeah.
Drive-through penalty for Daniel Avocado.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see what happens there. Let's have a look. We'll have to wait and see. And yeah, this is interesting to say the least. Stoin out of this race, and not the best of nights for him. He was really doing well up there in P4 on old tyres against guys on newer tyres. But we'll have to wait and see what happens, as we have got obviously a lot of other people on fresher tyres now. But no safety car. We continue racing. Grez still in the lead. Roshan in that P2, and Wicked Moist in that P3 position. So still going on here. A lot of drama in this race, Uzi, I've got to say, as we're seeing Flubber now come in on those hards. does look like he's got damage to that front wing. Still a long way to go in this race, though, Hoosie.
Yes, plenty of time left. Everyone just needs to. I reckon everyone just needs to relax.
Yes.
Relax. Be patient. Nothing stupid. You can't just win a 50-lap race from the start, obviously. But saying that, we also have Daniel Avocado, who's got a drive-through penalty for speeding under the VSC.
Yeah, well, we have been requested for Sleepy to jump in for the surprise interview. That's what's been requested, so we'll have to wait and see if he is going to jump in. So, Sleepy, if you are with us, mate, and you are available, feel free to jump into the comms box, mate, and join us in the comms box. Let us know if you are there. I've just flicked you a message. So, yeah, we'll just see if he does jump in. 60 people tuning in tonight. Thank you very much, guys. Oh, there we go.
That didn't take long.
That didn't take long. Hoosie, you can start with the first question or any questions you have for the driver of Sleepy.
Sleepy. Run us through what happened.
I mean, I got overtaken by my teammate a couple laps back, and then the game plan was on the softs was just to stay behind him and just keep the mediums for, which is a safety car because they're the best tyre to run at the moment. So, you know, I just came out of the hairpin just too much on the power, and then I tried to stay out the way, locked up, and then slid to the right, and then just got clobbered by a McLaren, which just broke my front left off.
Ooh.
Oh, there we go.
About USJ, any questions for him?
Well, yeah, that is something that we really wanted to know, and I think the audience wanted to know. There was obviously contact involved in that incident, in that DNF. Then is that what you're saying?
No, I half spun and I locked the brakes, and I slid back to the right hand side of the track, so the whole left was empty. I don't know if he didn't have enough time to react or if he went the wrong way, but yeah, no, I just got absolutely clobbered by a McLaren in the front left, and just the wheel went bye-bye.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, and due to obviously that incident, you were obviously in the middle of the track, and the two Williams came around the corner, and boom. So yeah, very unfortunate on all three of you, really. Obviously, that'll be looked at by the onboard steward. I'm sure of it. I'm sure a little bit of a frustration. The soft strategy that you decided to go on to, a bit of a strange one compared to obviously others. Obviously, a lot of the guys deciding to go on to the mediums, and obviously, I think Cooper was the only one on the hards, and you were the only one on the softs. What was the situation regarding the softs? Was it to try and make up some positions and try and solidify that position, and then go on to obviously the hards and go longer than everyone else?
It was more of the fact just trying to keep the mediums for, you know, if there was an early safety car, I haven't used a set of mediums, or if there was a late safety car, I've still got an extra set of mediums to use, because the hards will survive, but that warm-up phase would be not that ideal, but the mediums would survive. But at the same time, I was gonna go mediums or hards depending on where I started, possibly, but well, I don't know if you saw, but I got blocked twice on the final lap in qualifying, and it just made me just couldn't improve really, and I was just like, well, I've lost positions, I should be up high, I'll just go softs, which did work, to be honest. I did gain positions, but then the mediums tires were just better within 5 laps, but I was just trying to survive until either lap 10, 13, or whenever a safety car came out.
Yeah, very unfortunate actually for that to happen, because we did see that obviously you were improving on your time, and then I think it was a Williams and a Red Bull.
Yeah.
So is that
the Williams didn't really
go on?
I did report it, but the Williams didn't really affect me that much. It was a bit questionable if he was actually going to move, but the Red Bull, it just took him until I was alongside him for him to actually move out the way. So I legit had to lift off and then, you know, go wide coming out of sector 1 because he just wasn't moving. I don't know if they thought I finished the lap or I was just I was on an out lap, but yeah, there was no awareness really.
So obviously be looked at by the onboard stewards, and I'm sure that Visa will fire that through as a report.
Yeah, hopefully.
Okay. Last question before we continue on with the race. Monaco next week. Preparation. I don't really know what else to say. It's a tough track. You know, do you feel that you've got the pace to try and put it up there at the top? You know, if you normally stay at the top, it's normally quite easy to. You normally try and stay there unless is a two-stop. I don't know. I'll have to do a little bit of research if it is going to be a two-stop or not. But how you feeling? I know it's a difficult one, Jeddah then Monaco. It's not probably what everyone wants. But how you feeling going into round 2 of season 9?
Oh, well, it is a unique one, to be honest, having, 100% Jeddah, which is a very tight and very fast street track, and then straight away you have Monaco, which is, well, it's just very tight in general. No overtakes really, unless you can get alongside and the other driver knows you're there and leave room. But it's the same as every other race. I just try and get the quality down right, get consistent laps, and then move on to race pace and just get the race pace, but also the quality pace there as well, so I don't drop back or I have to start further back and get up to the top. The goal is just to qualify as high as I can and just do as well as I can. Basically, I'm not here to fight for wins every race, but I'm there to be there at least.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's a bit of an unfortunate event tonight, going out very early on, but yeah, due to obviously a little bit of an incident with another car. That will obviously be looked up by the onboard stewards. Sleepy, thank you very much for jumping in as a surprise interview. Sorry about what's happened tonight, but we wish you all the best next week in Monaco.
Yeah, no, it's all good. We have 18 races, 18 rounds. Anything can happen, really. It's just not good. Lap 7, just going out in a 100% race. That's all. But we move on. We focus on next round and hopefully do better and survive.
Hoosie, can we have another 12 sleepies for the rest of the divisions to have that mentality?
Yeah.
Do you agree?
I will. I can be like that. I agree.
Thank you very much. Anyway, Sleepy.
I guarantee you,
yeah, unless,
thank you for having me. Well, yeah.
I think his mentality will change next week if he DNS Monaco.
No, it's the same mentality.
Oh, that's the way, man.
I didn't DNF I didn't DNF myself in this race, so I would have been still in the race if I didn't get hit. So the mentality hasn't changed. I haven't seen another. I was on board from another driver, so I haven't seen and utilized. How did I DNF? Was there enough room, or was he just too close to me? That's all. Yep. He didn't mean it. I know that. It's just a bit upset. That's all.
Oh, well, we're going to have to let you go because we are starting to see some action unfold here on lap 18 out of 50. Thank you very much, Sleepy.
Thank you
for the interview. And Sebi, please press your points in again, mate, and I will refund you so you don't get costing any points. So if you can hear me, Sebi, fire away again with another redeem, and I will refund you so you get it for free, mate. There we go. So, Hoosie, interesting to hear what the driver of Visa's going to say there. We may have thought it might have been the wear on them soft compound tyres, but it wasn't. It was actually an impact of another driver. What do you think the onboard steward's going to be looking at that and saying? Because if that is, that could be a hefty penalty with a DNF very early on in the race.
That would be a very interesting one for the onboard to go through. I didn't really get to see much of it from our angle. But at the end of the day, if it's racing room or is it just a racing incident in the first place? Was he trying to overtake? It could be anything, really.
Mm-hmm. Yep. We will never know. And yes, well, nice little battle going on here at the moment. Lap 19 out of 50. Grizz still out in front, but he's battling with Roshan. It looks like it's a two-way fight. Looks like those guys will be having candles and wine and a romantic dinner at the moment at the top, because it is just those two. Squash Rush is 5.7 seconds behind Ricardo in that P4 position in that DRS with Wiggle Moist and Shifty Wizard and with Ross Clammy, and it was about, I knew it was going to happen, and he's gone into the wall, and that has brought out it hasn't brought out a safety. It's stayed, and it's on a VC. So if that was deliberate, I'm not sure what it was, but we'll have to wait and see what happens there. that has not brought out a safety car, and that's caused a VC. And what will these guys do? Will they make decisions? Because we were starting to see Squash Josh, Ricardo, Wicked, and Shifty all getting very, very close and very, very feisty with each other. Now has slowed down the momentum a little bit. And yeah, what do they do now? 11 laps in, do you make a stop? Do you go on to the mediums? Do you go on to another set of hards and go to the end? What do you think? Lap 20 coming up. Who's-y?
In my opinion, being lap 20, 30 laps to go, I know hards can go pretty long distance if you do real good time management. I would play the long game and do another set of hards and just go the whole way.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. There you've had it. That's what Who's-He's decided to say. A few comments coming in there from Captain Kelly McLaren going for overtaking, Alpine fighting back. Yeah, a lot of that going on lately there. We're seeing, obviously, the McLaren and Shifty. Russian going too quick under VSC and getting himself a speeding under the pit under the VSC as well, which is a drive-through. Not what you want. Music to Grizz's ears there on lap 20 out of 50. He's got a driver behind with a drive-through and another driver 3.5 seconds down the road. That is music to the ears of Grizz, especially in that P1. Who's he now? With Russian with that drive-through.
Oh, 100%. Now, this whole race just turned into just the Grizz's race. Just needs to relax. Nothing silly. And you pretty much say, as long as there's not another safety car, Grizz will run away with this.
Yeah, it is looking like a one Grizz show. I don't know if you like that pun. I tried to make it up there. There you go. So we'll have to wait.
Oh! What happened up there?
Oh, Hado's gone. Hado's spun it.
Did I move?
No, I think, yeah, Hado's spun it. He's lost it down there in Sector 2. Very slow there. I don't know if he's got much damage. We're just looking there. 12 lap hards, but now he's got two cars following very, very quickly behind with the Ferrari and the Alpine. That's going to give them more opportunity as well to pull in the gap because Flubber's on those 7 laps, Legham on brand new hard. So he's going for an undercut, which is outrageous. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. And I've seen him do this before. It's a very clever strategy. And he's got some serious pace, as you can see there. Daniel Avocado is really going for it at the moment. And we will wait and see what happens there, as he is on 12 lap mediums and he's the only one on those medium compound tyres at the moment. But let's just quickly go back to some of the comments. Amazing Frio, what a brutal start to the season. Jeddah, then 100% into Monaco is just plain savage. Well, I'll tell you something, Amazing Frio. I didn't choose the calendar. The drivers, we gave them the opportunity with channel points last season. They picked the calendars. We spun a wheel for the distance. That is the plan, and that is what's happened. And if you think that's bad, it's not just Jeddah and Monaco. It's Jeddah, Monaco, Qatar, Singapore 100%, then Baku. Look at that for a calendar. That's a calendar and a half. Sorry, Miami, then Baku. Back to you, Uzi.
I was a bit upset when we released the calendar this year. Yeah. My favourite track's not on there. We don't go to Belgium.
I know. Well, they go there in real life tonight, so how about that?
Yes, I can't wait. I cannot wait for tonight. Back to the Clammy Kid incident, because I actually saw what happened. As he's come through that Sector 1, he's gone and pretty much skateboarded over the curb and bellied out and pretty much sent himself into the wall.
Yeah. I've got to say, I've just read Lamb's comment, and as much as you want to see, wheel-to-wheel racing, and we will see that. We will see most of it. And we have seen some of it tonight. Jeddah does bring out some spectacular crashes, doesn't it? It absolutely brings out some spectacular crashes. So I've got to basically give that to Lamb on that comment. So how do I highlight that comment? I can pin it, but I don't know how to highlight it. How do I highlight it? Lamb, I need some help. Where are the mods? Highlight that comment if you know how to do it. If anyone is in the chat, highlight Lamb's comment as much as this sucks. Yeah, that's it. That's pinned. I don't want to pin it. I want to highlight it. I don't know if that's the same thing, but oh well. All good. It must be the same thing. Technology for us old fogies, eh?
It's a good comment because it is true.
It is.
This track over the start of the season, it's just been amazing with some of the crashes that you see.
Oh, it is. It is. You're gonna see a lot. You know, you saw a few in Division 1. You know, you saw obviously the one with Dido. Obviously, we're not going to go over too much because I reckon those guys are still a little bit upset. And then obviously a few in Division 4 as well. And we saw Stoin's car airborne. So yeah, so a lot has really gone on tonight. But we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys out of this race. 15 left. 15 guys all going to get points. Good to see. But now starting to mellow out a little bit. We're now starting to see gaps starting to form. We're seeing Washington come into the pits. Either serving a drive-through, which looks like it, which is going to push him all the way down to around about that P6 position, unless Josh does get him go. Oh, sorry, Limitless get him into the final corner. Does he? Oh, it's going to be close. Oh, he just misses out there, and Russian does get out into P5. So not as bad, but he's lost a lot of time with that drive-through there, Hoosie.
Well, not just the drive-through, he's still also going to have to pit again, unless he takes those 15 lap cards all the way.
I can't see this being over. I reckon that we're going to see a yellow car. We're going to see another yellow car.
Josh is.
I'm not mentioning that word.
Josh is also catching grid. Really.
I'm just going to say yellow car. How's that? I'm going to just say yellow car. I'm not going to say the S word because I don't want to, you know, hoax it or whatever.
Well, I was jinxing Flubber earlier when I was talking to him privately, and let's just say, even he was scared of this track.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to wait and see. I've got a few more comments coming in. Holy crap, so basically it's a straight track calendar. No, not really. Just the first start. You know, the first start's pretty full on. Feel free to check the Discord out and have a look at the calendar. First 4 rounds are pretty gruesome, but then the rest of the calendar is looking really exciting. Brazil, you know, especially the second half. The second half is probably my favourite. But this is going to, like, Hoosie, I've got to say something about this calendar, right? Everyone does Bahrain. Everyone does Abu Dhabi. It's the same, right? So let's see what we think these guys are going to do. Because it's not probably going to be the people that you think are going to win the races because of the start of the calendar, if you get what I mean.
I know exactly what you mean. Because, yeah, you got what? You got Jeddah today, Monaco next week, then Qatar, then Singapore, then Miami, then Baku. But then it opens up. You get to Imola, you get to Emerald, you get to Brazil. Then you got Silverstone.
Yeah.
And pretty much all street tracks or tight tracks for the first 5 rounds. And then we open up and you'll start seeing the actual how drivers perform from a street to a normal circuit.
Oh yeah, I think Qatar will be a main one to watch out for as well, and obviously Miami. You know, you've got the new areas of Miami going in as well. But anyway, we've got another surprise. Yeah. Well, you know the history of Rush with Baku doesn't go to plan, even though it was probably the best of seasons last season.
Memories.
Pardon?
I got bad memories from Baku.
Well,
very bad memories.
Last season was probably the best season we've ever had at Baku. So that's props to everyone across the whole league in itself. Anyway, we've got a surprise interview, and Hoosie, I'll let you take it away. It's Climby Kid in the house.
SJ, how are you, mate?
Good, mate. I'm good. I'll let Hoosie take this one away, and then I'll fire away. All right, I'll fire away then. Clammy, quali, not the best, unfortunately. I know that you had to get through that corner 50 times, but didn't make it even twice into quali. Clipped the left-hand side there with the wheel. A little bit nervous on this track, not a comfortable one for you. Give us a bit of an insight to quali and the race.
No, I'm usually actually not too bad at this track. It was just a skill issue, really. I'm not really a big fan of league racing on this game because I'm on controller, but yeah, I was doing some practice times, not hitting the turn 4 wall, but then obviously didn't translate, which is per usual for me, but oh well, we move on. I'll be honest, I don't really want to be full-time driver, but I got made a full-time, so I'll just have to deal with it, I guess.
Oh, don't be another reserve driver. Hang on, we've got yellows flashing at the moment in that sector, I think sector 2 area. We'll go back to that. No, we don't want to be that. It's like these guys, they're worrying. There's been a bit of things worrying about, Division 1 today, Division 4. It's the first race of the season, it's going to be tough. There's going to be, everyone's mentality is going to be, or testosterone is going to be high. It's a tough track. It's not an easy track, and you're talking 50 laps. We're not talking 25, 50% races that we normally do. This is a test. 50 laps, especially around Sector 1. It's difficult. But we're all in the same boat. But we got to look beyond that. Grab by the bull by both the horns, as we normally say, and go into next week with Monaco. And it's all about quali. That track's all about quali. And then we go into Qatar and it starts to ease off. So the calendar does start to ease off. But this does test a lot of the guys across all 6 divisions. Not just obviously Division 2, but it tests a lot of guys out. And this is what we want to see. We want to see racecraft, we want to see awareness, we want to see these distances, we want to see how people can manage these tyres, because this game is completely different to what we played in 24. These tyres are OP. The track in itself in some areas is probably quicker and slower in some areas, and you've got to get used to it. And unfortunately for some it's not happened, but you always got to keep positive. It's always got to be keep positive. And remember, it's all about fun.
Yeah, we'll see.
Anyway.
I've had a pretty decent drop off in pace, so we'll see, I guess.
That's my that's my advice for the day. I'll pass you over to Hoosie. Hoosie, questions for you, mate.
Clammy, how are we?
Yeah, good, mate. Yourself?
Yeah, not bad, not bad. After everything that's happened today, do you have anything planned for your practice for Monaco for next week? Being Monaco is one of those tracks that further up the field you qualify is pretty much where you're going to finish.
Yeah, I mean, I actually won't be at the next couple races. I definitely won't be at next week, but I probably won't be at the week after either. I'm just got busy weekends, so I don't actually know what's after that. But I've got other leagues that I could possibly have a little focus on, but I also want to balance that out with Rush. So yeah, hopefully I can have an alright season in the end. What is it? Singapore? Yeah, I might be back to 100% Singapore. So hopefully as that gets closer, I'll just practice for it. Again, it's another track where you can struggle with track limits or whatever. But yeah.
Everyone's personal life always comes first, so won't hold you to that. Well, so unlucky today. You did have your pace today, so it's just unlucky.
Yeah, sorta.
This is one of those tracks that anything can happen, really. We've already seen other drivers fall out. So unlucky. On to the next one.
Yeah, alright. Alright, see you, lads.
Cheers, Clammy. Appreciate it.
See you later.
All right.
See ya.
Well,
See you, bud.
there you go, RJ. There's your surprise interview. You can see probably in his voice a little bit distraught there, a little bit annoyed, but it is what it is. You just got to move on, get on the bandwagon, get on the horse, as we always say. But we're seeing here, Watanabe has actually lost both front. I think he's lost the front left and front right of his car there. So he's had a major accident into the wall. Don't know if it's with a car or himself. But yeah, he's then got himself a 3-second time penalty as well down there at P10 in good points at the moment. 19 laps on those hards, so good time to get off them. Anything can happen, but at the moment we're now starting to see these gaps form big time. Now, Hoosie, Grizz 5.2 out in front, and then Squash Josh is 2.7 out in front of Ricardo. Yeah, these gaps have really filled out pretty quick, haven't they, on that 28 out of 50?
They have. They really have. Be interesting to see what this top 6 does on those 20 all lap hards when they will pit, because you've got the Merc in Wigan Moist. He's only 19 seconds behind the leader, which is still, if Chris comes out of the pits and he's only on 8 old hard. So it'd be interesting to see what this end's going to be like.
Yeah, I'm just reading his comment there from Captain Curly. It didn't look like he wanted to be there. I could probably sense that the most, but it was a surprise interview. He did get amongst it. He did do it, so props for that. Obviously, some of these guys do put them under
100%.
extreme pressure sometimes. But anyway, there is other channel points to use, Q&As if you've got to ask us any questions. There is some new ones in there as well. Feel free to use them. While we are on board this, feel free to jump on board and look at all of our sponsors. We've got Pagnian, we've got SimLab, and with this season, we have SRC. So if you are losing a setup or needing a setup, please get amongst SRC. Use the code below. Feel free to use the link as well, and we'll get you some setups on part of us and also on part of obviously SRC as well. And I've been told they're very good and they do really give you an opportunity to win races. So get amongst it and check SRC out as well. And if you need anything else, then feel free to get on board Pagnian. And they sell everything basically, from gloves to helmets to everything you want. Regarding sim racing, so feel free to jump on board, and there you go, there's the link in the description below. Code RUSH09. Anyway, 29 laps out of 50. We're going to have at least 20 laps left of this race, and it doesn't look like it's going to change until these guys start to make some pit stops. Uzi.
Yeah, at the moment, the way this track's spacing out, it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. Can't really say this race is over yet. Chris might be so far away. But everyone's got their own plans. Everyone's got their own tactics in place. Be interesting to see what happens.
All right, well, we've got...
Which one's Dido?
I know, I'm going to try. I don't know if he'll jump in. Let's see. Dido, if you're with us, mate, I know you're probably not watching. Feel free to jump into the comms box, my friend. But
He is watching.
He is watching. Let's see if he'll jump in.
Yep.
Let's see. Let's see. Otherwise, I'm going to have to reward these guys back. So let's have a look. See if we're going to get Dido to jump in and have a. He's not watching. I don't think he will be. Both of his drivers are out, so he may not want to be watching it. But we'll see. We'll just give it till I'll give it till 10:50, which is obviously I think 8:50 your time, and then we'll give it till lap 32. And if he doesn't jump in, we'll refund it, and we'll go from there. But all right, let's just jump on board. Just jump on board some driver topics at the moment. Who has really impressed you tonight? Who's he?
Let's have a look. Go through position changes for now. I will admit Legham. So far, Legham and Limitless. Up 9 places, up 8 places. Then you have Avocado from the bottom.
Okay.
Yeah. Grizz as well. The way he's just held his pace at the front. Hasn't showed really any errors. Hasn't been too worried or been worried at all. He's just done his race. While we have yellows in Sector 1, looks like it was a Mert.
Yeah, it looks like Hado there, struggling at the back. Right. Well, I'll refund that because I've just found out there will be no interview with Dido. So there you go. You can have your points back with. But yeah, listening to what you were saying, talking about most improved drivers, Legham. So you're pretty impressed with Legham. He's in the P9 at the moment on those 11 lap hards. And you've got Limitless that's definitely going to have to stop again. And also the top 5 are going to have to stop again. And if there's anything to do with an incident now, between now and there, but the thing is, it looks like it's going to be very difficult for it to happen unless it's a driver error. Because look at the gaps. There's no DRS.
Oh,
there is only Russian that is getting close to Shifty. That's it. The rest is nothing. There's no gaps. As Flubber just does the fastest lap. So if Russian, it does look like he's catching Shifty a little bit. So we'll have to wait and see how this is going to pan out. But I think this could finish.
What's the same as
very similar.
Wigan Moist is also catching as well. Between Wigan, Rosson and Shifty, those 3 are all gaining on each other.
Yep.
Watching the times.
Yeah, I am looking at them at the moment, but there is a massive difference in tyres, though. Look at Limitless on 23, Wicked on 11, Russian on 23, all the rest up from P5 all up to P1 on 23, 4s, 23, 24 tyres. As we're seeing some pit stops there, and Shifty decided to call it on lap number 32, coming in onto those hards, off those hards, probably getting onto some mediums to go to the end, or maybe a second stint of hards. Second stint of hards, good decision. And he'll definitely try and get the undercut there. And you can see Roshan done exactly the same thing, needed to do the same thing. And Wicked now up in the P4. Gap to leader, sure thing. There you go, 8 seconds to squash Josh to Grizz. Look at that, nearly 41 seconds from Luke. Cooperbot getting up time pen as well. Unfortunate there. Luke, Lockie there, 41 seconds behind. So the gaps have really started to fill here. And this looked like this could, unless there is not any situation or any drama, then this could end exactly the same as it is because the gaps are too big.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Just a driver error. That's all I can say. Unless something majorly happens wrong or nothing really that can happen. It's just driver error.
So we'll have to wait and see what happens there. There is obviously a lot of complaints from drivers going, driver's in the wrong place, but more technically not. When the driver's doing Division 2 times, and he's in there in he's up there at P4. And to be honest with you, I feel sorry for Stein because he was up into P4, doing a great job, but he was on old tyres against every single person on fresh. So he is going to be a lot slower. They are going to be so much more quicker. That was the problem. And if you get caught up in that, you're asking for trouble, Uzi.
Yeah, pretty much. Especially being on those, was it soft or old mediums or old hards. It's just going to happen.
Yep, it is. It is. Yes, Curly, it does, mate, but it doesn't look like it is going to be. We're seeing gaps starting to open up. We're then starting to see a few DRS trains. We've got Grizz. He's decided to come into the pits. He's right behind Wicked Moist. We've then got the battle between Shifty and Roshan. That's going to look like it's going to continue as well. Legham is behind that. Lockie's behind that. Limitless is behind him. Drama here between Hado and Cooper as Cooper and Hado are going at it. Going at it for points, I've got to say, because all of these guys will get points. 5 drivers out. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 5 drivers out, 5 drivers left. Hado going around the outside of Cooper. They're going to hold the line. A little bit of stream time here for these guys. Great bit of battling here. Hado gets the position up in a P14. No pins. Cooper does have that pen. 12 laps versus Cooper's 2 laps. So Hado is really pushing those hard compound tyres. Let's go to pens. We've got drama going on here. Ricardo's in the pits. I thought he might have had an incident. No, he's in the pits. Grizz up into P3, right behind Wicked now. Squash Josh leading the way of this race. But he still needs to pit. As Roshan does the fastest lap, it's all kicking off now. We're starting to see some of these guys really start to put the power down. But the gaps, I still believe, Hoosie, are still too big. But there's a long time still in this race. Lap 34 out of 50.
Still another 15 to go. So, with Grizz pitting in early, Josh will still have to pit. So they'll put Josh out another 10 seconds on top. Unless something majorly happens between Wigan and Grizz, as all the other gaps are just too big.
Yeah, it's getting quite interesting now. This is where we can start to see a little bit of impatience come into it. These guys obviously getting onto those fresher tyres and trying to get past those guys on the older tyres. We just need to time it. They just need to time it to perfection and make the move. There's plenty of room on that track, and they know that they are the quicker car. So, yeah, as Grizz does make the move down Wicked Moist on to the right-hand side. Roshan getting a 3-second time penalty. Lap 34. He will not be happy with that. That has given Shifty an opportunity, and also Ricardo, and also Legham, as we got Sprinter Giggles down in P5. He's trying to hold some of these guys up. He's on older tyres. These guys are on fresher tyres, and they get past him very easy there. and it looks like Squash Josh is into the pits. There we go. Where is he going to come out? Where
should come out P3 and keep his P3 spot.
Oh, just comes out in front of Roshan. Look at that. He's right behind him. Great job there from the Red Bull driver. He's in a great position because Roshan does have that penalty as well. Yellows, Ricardo is out! Ricardo is gone! And is that a safety? Is that a safety? Oh, no, it's not. It's a VS. No, it's not. It's not even a VSC. It's nothing. And Ricardo is out of this race. Oh, that's so unfortunate. And we've got Daniel Ricciardo going up side by side against Wonton. A little bit of drama there that we had. And there you go, Ricciardo out of this race, lap 35. What happened there, Hoosie?
I didn't actually see it, to be fair. I just saw the yellow flag come out and I was like, oh, safety car, and it was gone.
Yep.
That was it.
Marshals, stewards, whatever, they are at it very, very quickly. We're down to 14 now. Yeah, 6 cars out of this race. Jeddah has really turned 4 strikes again. Yeah, it does look like it. And these guys are really pushing these cars to the limit now. Grizz back out in front, getting past Wicked. 1.4. That just tells you how quick the car is compared to the car behind. And there's still time. There's still opportunity, still things can happen in this race as Wonton loses out there to Daniel Avocado. They're having a nice little battle there as Wonton on 7, Avocado on 6. So a little bit of an even battle there. We've got Legham and Limitless going at it as Limitless does make the move. Legham coming back at him on very old tyres, and he'll probably be waiting for a safety to get onto those mediums to go to the end. And yeah, it's all starting to kick off here. We've also got Roshan getting very, very close to Squash Josh. He's actually caught him up. Even though we got out in front, Josh just doesn't need to worry about this because he does have the penalty. So if Squash Josh can stay with Roshan, then all good. But the problem is, there's still too many laps left in this race. We're not looking at 46. We're still looking at, 20 laps to go near enough, So there's still quite a lot of time to happen. And we've just seen Ricardo out, Are we going to see anything else happen now?
I reckon we will. I reckon there's still one more incident that happened within this race. He's still between Ross and Shifty and Josh. That's a little three-way battle going on in there. You got Legham and Lockie. And then Avocado and Wannabe. So you still got those little fights going on in between there. And they're close enough, so something can still happen.
Yep.
Unless you have that occasional, like what happened to Ricardo with the turn 4 strikes again.
Yeah, indeed. And 2.2 seconds to the leader of Grizz. Great night for McLaren, but Wicked Moist's tyres are going to go before the end. He's not going to be able to get them to the end of the race, so he's going to have to stop. The question is what's he going to stop on, and is he going to be able to make those positions back? Because he does have he has a 10-second gap to Squash Josh, so Wicked is really having to try and push on. Would you start coming in now? Would you think about it, or would you just keep going? He's going to push till the end. It's going to be, I wouldn't, especially when you've got 17 laps. Sebi, no way. Can't push to the end there. 17 laps to the end with Wicked Moist.
I have a feeling he'll push to the end. Or he's going to push for as long as he can, and he'll have to put a set of softs on, or he's waiting for a safety car.
He's losing a 10th the corner. He's losing.
Josh is quick though.
He is. Well, he is. He's only on 2 as well. That's a massive difference in tyre wear. So, yeah, 9.7. That is dropping. The problem is they're using the DRS. So Wicked's got no DRS. He's got no extra. It's now down to 9.5. They've just shaved 2 tenths in one corner. So I wouldn't personally. I'd go out in the mediums, maybe allow around about lap 40 and then try and undercut them. You're going to be a lot quicker than them. Because they'll be up to around about 10, 11 on hards, and he'll be on lap 2 on mediums. So, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Wait and see what the McLaren guys say. I'm not McLaren engineer. I'm not McLaren TP. That's Jackal's domain, so we'll have to wait and see what he wants to do with that. But he's got both drivers in the points at the moment in P2 and PA on their debut as well, I've got to say. And also Grizz's debut this season, properly full-time driver, taking that pole position at the moment. And it's been an interesting night so far for Division 2. A lot of drama earlier on. We saw obviously the big accident between the two Williams and the Visa. But until then, it started to mellow out a little bit, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has. It's start to relax. Not many people are rushing anymore. You get the odd mistake here and there, as we've seen with just the driver errors. But no one's doing anything stupid. It's the best way to explain it.
Well, just about to jump on board with Russian because he is lining up Squash Josh for a move here. And yeah, it is a little bit like that. A little bit sleepy, unfortunately. But we'll wait and see. I'll do the gut to later in a second. Russian robot ready to pounce. Is he going to make the move? Can he make 3 seconds on the man in front, who is on 3 lap better tyres than him behind? Goes for a move here. 27% on the battery. Doesn't make the move. Now, what would you do in Russian's position? Is 3 laps older tyres, 3-second time penalty. He's got Shifty behind. It doesn't look like he's going to go anywhere. He's going to just stay in that position and solidify that P4 spot, which is a great night for him. Or do you try and get in front and gap it? What do you do?
If I was Russian, I would just try and stay with Josh. Didn't find him, stay with Josh. You know Josh is quick. And use Josh as a DRS train and try and drag yourself away from Shifty and get that 3-second margin separated, so then you know for a fact you solidify your spot.
Yep. Well, there you go.
Don't force the fight.
Yep. Well, we'll have to wait and see at the moment. There's your gap to leader. Wicked 4.6 seconds behind Grizz. Grizz is basically, he's checked out. We're coming up to lap 40, which will be 10 laps to go. And there you go. You can see it from P12, 46 seconds behind the leader. It's been an absolute dominating performance from Grizz tonight compared to his teammate. He's in points, though. That's the main thing, and that's what probably Whiff wants. So here we go. Lap 40 out of 50. I will just put that. 10 laps to go, as I always do. There we go. I'll pin that. Remember, on lap number 45, me and Hoosie will do driver of the day. So, yeah, remember, get your votes in. But yeah, at the moment, it doesn't look like we are going to see any changes at the moment. We're seeing Lockie get the move done on Sprinter Giggles up into P7. Another spot, more points. Great job for McLaren tonight. Who is the team that has really surprised you or really gone out tonight? Who is the team that, yeah, you think has done very, very good?
I'm going to be a bit biased, being a McLaren fan out of rush, but also race for McLaren. McLaren this whole last 2 days has just been incredible. A lot of new guys coming in and out. A lot of boys that have been around for a while as well. Jackal's first time being TP, doing an amazing job. So yeah, I'm going to go McLaren.
Okay, all right. I'm going to go for Red Bull. I think Squash Josh and Limitless done a great job. P3 and P6. And I'll put P2 in for McLaren as well, and P2 and P7. I think those two teams have been great tonight. They've done a phenomenal job. Yeah. Oh, the 4 kicks with... well, unfortunately, Cooper's too far down to say. Grizz has done a great job, without a doubt. He's been phenomenal tonight. But as in a pair... Obviously, you can't take it away from the McLaren and the Red Bulls. Obviously, you've got 2 drivers, one in P2, one in P7, and one in P3 and one in P6. You know, and obviously don't know they're not going to gain another spot because they're too far back. So, but no, Grizz has done a good job tonight. But still, things can change. We've seen a lot change in F1. Things can still change. So let's see what happens there. We'll have to wait and see. Lap 41 out of 50. And I'm just reading some of the comments coming in. Saber on top, up the kicks. What about the Div 4? We cooked in Div 4. Rain had damage all race, basically, and I was terrified the whole time. Wasn't doing horribly. Most of the field is in a kick sandwich. Ha ha. Well, apparently people have got kick in their head. Do you believe that? Do you believe that this season, in season 9, that With Matif is going to take the overalls? We saw a big surge right at the end of the season. We actually jumped the McLaren and took P2 in the overalls. What do you think this season? I know you're not on the same team this season, but how do you feel? How do you feel that WIF's going to go this season as the TP?
Whiff's always been, don't get me wrong, Whiff's always been a good TP. Always willing, does his practice sessions, willing to teach. But I'll be shocked if they're top 3. The way some of these teams are stacked, and the way some of all the other TPs have picked, it'll be a very interesting push for kick. But I still reckon they can do it. But I still reckon there's a couple other constructors that will still beat them.
Ah, so you're not looking at a 2-way battle this season. You're looking at more of a 3 or 4-way battle.
Yeah, I am.
Wow.
I really am.
Wow.
Actually.
Good to see. That's what we want. You know,
What
we do want that. We want that battle. You know, if you look at last night in Division 1, look at Fat Cat and JF7. It looked like they had that in the bag. Things changed, and Fat Cat, I think, got involved in a little bit of an incident and was 24 seconds back. So how things can change very, very quickly in the space of a hat, isn't it? You know, just one little incident, and it's just changed all your drama there between Wonton and Daniel Avocado, and he's reset the track. Oh no, that is not what you want to do on that 42, man. Read the bloody rule book. Reset to track. Hand DSQ straight away, bro. Done. Waste of time. Might as well retire. He's just. Who's he? When do these drivers learn?
That's the best way to put. You'd think they'd learn, especially being in a higher div. There's a rule book for a reason. In a way.
Silly.
It's just like what we were speaking about the other day, just trying to get drivers into the lobbies in the first place before race day. Even that's hard. And it doesn't need to be.
Yes it is. That's all gone wrong. Yeah, there we go. Dante. That's unfortunate. P12, good in points. Now it's going to get probably DSQ'd pending an investigation on that. Silly. I don't know how many times I've said it. And I don't know how many times leagues say it. Not just us, but across the whole league general. Yeah. Not permitted to reset the track.
So we were saying Josh was catching Wigged earlier. Mm-hmm. Josh had it down to 7 seconds. Wig has now brought it back out to 9 and going up.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you something. I think we're going to have a nice little battle here between Josh and Wicked. I think those hards are going to fall off before he gets them. I think Josh is going to get him. I think he's going to get right close to DRS. We're on lap 43 out of 50, and he's 2.7 seconds behind him. Grizz is gone. Grizz has had it. He's saying thank you very much. I've won Jeddah on lap 43. Yeah, see you later. But anything can happen. Safety car is still doable at the moment. But Grizz coming in with the fastest lap on the hards with 30.200. Oh, Cooper bought another 3-second time and penalty as well. Not having the night at all, having a night to forget. But yeah, Squash Josh is catching Wicked. Look, he can see him in his mirrors going into turn number 2 there and then coming out. Yeah, he is struggling on those tyres. You can see it's dropped from 2.7 to 1.9. I'm right, you're wrong, Hoosie.
Yeah, he should have pitted. I'll admit that. It's going to be interesting.
Well,
I'll be interested to see what the reason was for not pitting.
Yeah, interesting. I'm reading the comments. I'm sorry to say, Dante, mate, that's down to you and your Div 2. Not me, mate. They just need to be able to understand and read the rules. It's been told time and time again. It's not just here, it's everywhere. And that's what happens. You don't listen, you get pinged hard by the rule book. And that's just a waste. He's just cost you points. So I would not be happy as a TP in that situation. But we live and learn, Hoosie. We live and learn.
Yes, we do. It's part of human nature, I guess.
Yeah. Right. 38 people tuning in. It has dropped off a little bit. It has been a long night. It has been exciting. It has been drama. But we are going to see something come up very, very quickly because Squash Josh is 1.1 seconds behind Wicked and he's looking to get into the DRS. Has Wicked Moist just pushed himself out of a P2 position? I think it's looking like it. I think it is looking like it. Very, very likely, Hoosie.
Yeah, I think so too. That I can agree with now, looking how this is going on. But what do you do as Rosman back there on the 13 lap hard for that 3-second penalty? Would you push now to get close up to Wigan as well, expecting those hards to fall off? Or do you just relax and just take the points?
Well, he's got nothing to lose. The problem is Shifty's just stuck to that blanket. He just doesn't want to let him go. He's got good ERS management. You know, he's using the hot lap. He's staying with him. He's using him as the DRS. He's trying to pull him on. And by all means, he can. He's 13 laps. They're on the same strategy there. On the tyres. So, yeah, Shifty doing a great job, and he knows that he's going to get that spot. He just needs to keep it clean now till the end, and Squash Josh is in a prime time here to get a P2. And this is a great start for him. The starts he's had last season were terrible. He knows that. And this season, he is right behind Wicked Moist. He is about to make the move on the right-hand side. Squash Josh up into P2 on that 45 out of 50. And look at that. A Haas has gone into the pits and called it a night. I'm sure the TP has smacked his bottom, Uzi.
Oh, 100%. I reckon that's definitely been something been said and told him the
Well, someone's been smacked.
pull pin. Yeah, someone's been smacked. Dante would you like to
a comment like that. Come on, it's lap 46 out of 50. Right, we're going to go on to drive of the day. Lap 46 out of 50. Who is your driver of the day?
Let's have a look. I'm going to give it to Limitless.
Okay, cool. That's different. We don't like to follow the game. We like to do things annoyingly different here.
Differently. But if you want to follow the game, Grizz. He's just kept the pace and pretty much proven himself to go, I'm you, I'm here, catch me if you can. There you go.
Oh, this is tough. This is tough. Do you know what? Do you know what? I'm gonna ask my wife on stream. Who deserves to get driver of the day? I'm waiting for a long pause, ladies and gentlemen. Really?
I'll do it that way. I'll get my little one in here and make him.
I don't know. Oh, she's going for Wicked Moist, but Wicked Moist is. All right. Okay. All right. Well, there you go. We're gonna put that in. And she may have been watching it. Wicked Moist has got the other vote, so we're gonna have 5 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, of Drive of the Day. So get your votes in. Drive of the Day. Need wife commentary. Yeah, we do, but she's not too good at the moment. But we will get that eventually. We'll do that on a special night. Drive of the Day, ladies and gentlemen, is up. Drive of the Day, Limitless or Wicked Moist. I'll give it to my vote there. Put them in. We've got 5 minutes to go. Get amongst it. 47 laps out of 50. Grizz in P1. Squash Josh in P2. Question is, can Wicked Moist stay on these tyres? He has got two guys coming at him with a rate of knots with 4 laps to go. I don't think he's going to be able to do it. He's up for driver of the day. Limitless is up for driver of the day. But he's got Roshan and Shifty coming at him. Legham adding himself to the pin area there. And he's got himself a penalty down there in P9. Can Wicked Moist hold on, Hoosie?
I hope so. I really do. Not being biased, but I really hope he can. It's been a great performance.
What a phenomenal performance on the debut. And everyone coming in with the comments. Came with 200k channel points to get me and the wife from the comms. She said you have to pay money to see that. Sorry? She doesn't know what to say. So lovely. Lovely to hear it. Right, here we go. We are coming to the closing stages of Division 2. It has been a long night, Huzi, but what a performance from Grizz tonight. Also, Squash Josh really holding it in, having that little bit of a drama last night with the DNF, with the wall. Definitely pushed tonight and definitely shown in Division 2 that he's got it and he's got the pace, and what a drive from him. And also Wicked really holding on, but it's going to be tight. It's going to be very close because he's got Roshan behind him. Shifty is just hanging in there on that DRS there. Got good ERS management, but Roshan has that penalty, and that is what could help Wicked. The problem that could not help Wicked is Shifty. He can be the problem because he has no pens, has better tyres, and yeah, this could be very interesting. What's your thoughts here coming up with 3 laps remaining?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens with this. With Shifty, do you try and save your ERS and do a last 2 lap dash and try and drag yourself into Ross and be that nice and close and pretty much just slingshot yourself down that main straight or even down the back straight near the end, knowing that Wiggins' tyres are pretty much, I would say pretty much gone.
Yeah, they do.
Being on what? By the time the last lap, 30 lap old, pretty much lap old tyres.
Yeah, they do look like it. They do look like he is holding on for dear life. Limitless puts himself in the 3 seconds as well. Oh, that doesn't look like he's going to get the and Cooper Bott another 3 seconds. The pens tonight for Cooper Bott has just not been the night. He's going to score points. That's the main thing. But Wicked is holding on. We're going to jump on board with Roshan. You can see he's got him in his sights, but he just needs to be patient. Wicked needs to just manage his tyres as much as he's got left of that rubber. On lap number 49 out of 50, he's got 1 lap to get away from him and do it, and I think he's going to do it. Question is Shifty going to pounce and make a move on Roshan, or is he going to stay in behind and play it safe on the first race of the season? What is going to happen here? Legham gets past Sprinter Giggles up into P8, but he's going to lose that spot because Sprinter Giggles doesn't have a penalty. Roshan is still holding on. I think he might wait until the final lap. What do you think is going to happen here? It's 3 guys for P3. Well, yeah, this is what it's looking like at the moment.
3 guys, P3. I would love to see it, but no, it won't happen. A 3 wide main straight for the finish line. Just imagine.
Yeah. Imagine it. All 3 of them in the wall. Oof, that would be carnage. That would not be. Yeah. I could definitely be in a wheel broken or pedals or yeah. Here we go. Roshan making the move on the left hand side. Wicked gonna hold his line. He's got nothing to lose. There is nothing in those tyres. Now he's got a serious problem. Wicket's going to come back at him on the right-hand side. This is great driving from the McLaren. They've been great tonight. They were awesome. FR7, McLaren in Division 4, and now Wicked Moist in Division 2. McLaren are really showing what they're capable of with drivers that you've never heard of since Season 9 now. And it is all about these new drivers, which is great to see as Roshan loses the back end. Shifty now is going to come into it, and is he going to be able to pounce and make a move? I think Wicked Moist is going to be able to hold on here. He needs to hold on to the last couple of corners with those tyres. Those tyres must be screeching. Look at the difference between Wicked's and Roshan's and Shifty Wizard's tyres. Grizz has won the race, hands down, 11.2 seconds out in front. Squash Josh, a great night for him, of 11.4 seconds behind him, 5 seconds in front of Wicked. But Wicked has got so much, he's done enough. I think he's held it. Has he done enough? Those tyres are really going to be hurting. Roshan is not going to be able to get past him. He's going to get the move done, maybe, but he's going to lose the 3 seconds. We've got yellows at the back. There's a bit of drama at the end there. Grizz crosses the line, wins the race. Squash Josh finishes up in P2. He gets past Hado, the lap car there. But Wicked is going to hold on. Roshan is going to try and beat him to the line. He's not going to do it. Wicked Moist. What a drive from the McLaren driver. That is a round of applause. 30 laps on the hards. and Roshan and Shifty. Shifty just didn't go for it in the end. I thought he might have gone for it, Uzi, but he didn't. He stayed back, made it easy going into the first race of the season, kept that P4. That may have been the decision from Mercedes tonight. Keep that P4, don't risk it. But what a drive there from Wicked and those two at the end there. Great scenes on the final lap.
Shifty played that. I don't actually reckon Shifty was going to push it all. I reckon he was just keeping himself in that 3 seconds, knowing he had that 3-second pen, just to be safe, and he gets that more points from poor Merc.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I've got to say, what a night for Division 2. That was some serious racing at the end there. A little bit boring in some areas because the gaps did start to fill out there. But apart from that, what a drive from everyone. Massive props to all of you guys. 50 laps around Jeddah is not something to do on a daily basis. But no, great job from everyone. And we are going to have some interviews, which is going to be very interesting to hear what these guys have got to say. And I reckon they're definitely going to be very, very tired after that bit of driving. Fantastic.
Oh, Mrs. Wigan.
I've done it. I've already done it.
McLaren
Already done it. Ready to go. I'll let you take it away with the classification results. And yeah, we'll get these interviews going. And well, there we go. We've got the
Wigan got one driver of the day.
Yep, there we go.
On our votes, by the way.
Race winner was Grizz. Fastest lap was Wonton. Driver of the day was Limitless. Track of the game. Most overtakes was Lakeham. Cleanest driver was Grizz. I do love these new graphics. We will be showing these graphics, by the way, so keep an eye out there. But there we go. Hoosie, take us away with the classification results.
Easy as. Oh, my game's just shut it. So there we go. Grizz in P1, followed by Squash Josh. Wig in P3. Shifty P4, then Rosin, Lockie, Limitless, Sprint, Legham, Flubber, Wannabe, Copper Bolt, Hato, Daniel, the Avocado, Ricardo, Clammy Kid, Stoin, Dido, Grit, and Slip Gamer down the bottom, all in the DNFs.
Yeah, very unfortunate for those guys tonight. Obviously,
very unfortunate.
Yeah, there's quite a few DNFs, and Jeddah has definitely done that all week, unfortunately, all weekend. In Division 1, in Division 4, and now tonight in Division 2. I wonder what we're going to see in Division 5 tomorrow night. We'll talk about that before we end the night, but we're just waiting on the guys to jump in. So we're just waiting on Wicked. But first of all, summary of that race tonight for you, Hoosie.
Full on at the start. Very hectic at the start, to be fair. Jeddah is known for some amazing crashes. And the drivers' poop shoots will be clinching on how close those walls can be. But besides that, I reckon it was a great race. Grizz obviously ran away with it. We saw that coming.
Yep.
Well, so well done, Grizz.
Thank you, mate. Appreciate it.
So, yeah, I'll let USJ start. Whoever you want to start with.
All right, well, we'll go on.
Can you boys hear me?
Yeah, we're going to go on.
Sorry.
We're going to go on to P3. But yeah, before we do go on to P3, no, what a great night. And the guys have got to give themselves big props, man. 50 laps around Jeddah is not easy. So they've done a great job. And yeah, like I did say, a little bit boring in some areas, but they did start to liven up right at the end there. And it did happen very early on, didn't it? Those accidents happened very early on in the race, which then, yeah, we started to see gaps really start to form, which I didn't think, Hoosie, we were going to see them as quick as we thought we were going to see them. I thought we might have seen them probably a little bit later on, but they started to form out very, very quickly.
Yeah, I think once you could call it fatigue pretty much. I was just running the same track over and over again. You could see people starting to slow down, especially through that sector 1. A lot of people were starting to go real slow for that sector 1 when you had the boys up the top like Josh, like Grizz. Still going. Those boys are still pushing that car to the limit.
Yeah, definitely. All right, well, we're going to get on board with some interviews and let these guys enjoy the rest of the evening and have a little bit of a celebration, whether it be have an orange juice or whatever they need to do, or even have a Mars bar. Right, let's go over to Wicked Moist. I love my comments tonight. Some of my little jokes have been absolutely gold. Right, well, let's go over to P3. A driver that has shown his debut. A driver that thought he wasn't even going to get bloody drafted. Now, well, there you go. Things do change, unlike not winning the lottery. But we'll go over to Wicked Moist. What a drive, mate! I think it was 31 laps in the end on the hards, mate. How did you hold it off at the end? Please tell the fans and the audience.
Oh, I think it's just the guy in the Alpine. If he didn't have a 3-second penalty, he probably would have stuck a move on me. So I'm kind of just lucky he had. Really, I mean, that's kind of all there was to it at the end, I guess.
Okay, all right, that's a good answer. How did you find qualifying? How did you find the race? How did you find the pace? Obviously, the first time, obviously being here, and obviously welcome to the Rush family and to the league itself. How did you find everything for you tonight at Jeddah?
No, everyone was really cruisy. Everyone was really cool. Didn't get punched into a wall, so that was nice. Yeah, everyone was really clean. Bunch of really quick guys. Grizz was on another planet tonight. So no, really fun.
Oh, good. Obviously, preparation now goes even probably from, this is probably a grade 8. We're now going to a grade 10. Some of the track that some tracks people absolutely love this track, and some people absolutely hate it. Monaco up next. It's been a very good start for McLaren. Earlier on today in Division 4, I think McLaren, FCL McLaren, he's obviously changed his name. It was VRB. It's now gone to McLaren because he's driving for McLaren. Took the win, and obviously you've put yourself on the podium. So momentum feeling pretty good in McLaren with 3 more divisions to go.
Yeah, everyone seems pretty up and about in the group chat. All the boys have been really awesome through practice in the week and stuff. So so we can keep on rolling into next week, eh?
Awesome. All right, Hoosie, over to you.
Anybody?
Hey, my friend, how are you? Week, how are we?
Oh, sorry, boss. I clocked off for a second there. How are you, buddy?
Not bad. Congratulations, first race, P3.
Thanks, bud.
Cheering
Yeah.
for you quietly. We've had sitting there to be biased from the start.
No, nothing wrong with that.
How do you feel?
No, super G'd up. Yeah, Jackal and myself were pretty G'd up when we got across the line at the end. Because, I was shitting my pants, pardon the language, into the last corner there. But, got a bit lucky with that wild undercut. I didn't think it'd be so massive, But no, it's just really fun.
Good to hear. Now we move on to one of the tracks that I know a lot of people don't like, me especially, hate it. What are your plans for it? Besides what
hopefully put in an okay qualifying lap, then hope and pray I don't drill it into the wall at some stage during the race, I guess.
Almost guarantee the walls are a lot closer at Monaco than they are at Jeddah. Definitely, I reckon, hands down more carnage, in my opinion. But
no doubt.
Congratulations. Welcome to the Rush family. Welcome to your first P3. And hopefully more to come. Maybe take that P1 off grits.
We can only hope.
Thank you.
And also, congratulations on driver of the day as well. So you got an extra point as well for that.
Oh,
so great drive, man. Honestly, great drive, and like I say, great to have you on board as well, and look forward to seeing what you can do next week in Monaco.
Sure. Thanks, boys.
No worries. All right, we'll go over to P2. I don't know if I want to scream when I say this guy's name. This guy had a terrible start last season. Josh, on the podium on round 1. What is going on?
Let's go, baby!
That's what I want to
Well
hear.
done.
What a night.
Oh, yes.
Josh,
Yeah,
hey.
no, it's... Hey, how are we?
Talk us through it, please.
Look, I'm gutted at my qualifying. I was up by 0.4 which would have started me on the front row. And maybe then I would have had a chance of staying with Grizz tonight. But no, congratulations to him first and foremost. He was just
Thanks, man.
on another planet. So yeah, bottled my last. Shout out to Draco for just being able to orchestrate the tow and then the return tow for all three of our laps, which was really really helpful. So we didn't talk about it, but he's the goat there. So yeah, good quality P5, and then literally it was just stay out of trouble, stay away from turn 4 wall, especially after last night.
Yes.
Getting halfway through the race and tapping that last night. So yeah, and then the box and was able to stay out in P3 and run away, and was just lucky enough to catch Wigged.
Yeah, we'll talk about a little bit about that. I think that was one thing that we were a little bit cautious about, like Hughesy was saying, "Oh, are you going to be able to catch him?" And I was thinking, "Oh, he's on very old tyres, and you're on very fresh," and we could start to see that Wigged was really, really struggling, and you picked up some serious pace as well. So we were talking about earlier on with the competition between obviously like pairs and stuff, and it's hard to work it out. We saw Cooper fantastic last season in Division 4, and then when he had Grizz jump up, they looked like a real good pair. We were talking about Quasireet and Dido earlier on, looking very, very strong. Unfortunately, things happened tonight, which is out of their control, which is very unfortunate, and hopefully they pick it up and that they don't let it get them down. But let's a little bit talk about you two. Limitless is one of these drivers that we know that he can put it on the podium, but we know that he is the team player and he sticks it in there and he really helps his team. So it's really good to have a teammate like that. With you and him yet again in the same team that you've been before, going into this full season, are we going to see a massive charge from Red Bull this season in Division 2?
Oh, absolutely, mate. We have our eyes for the top step for the constructors, and we're hoping for a double podium across the championship as well between us.
Wow.
As you said, Draco's super consistent, and yeah, very capable at putting it on the podium. So he was saying before the race that this just wasn't one of his tracks. So for him to go from, I think he was P12 or something, finished P7, I think. Yeah, super solid result from him. But yeah, I would say that the way that we're going to work together, the way that we're going to sort of go about our races in our qualifying, I think, yeah, like I said, got eyes for the top step for the constructors this season.
No, that's good, and obviously we know you probably will knackered and that, and we'll let you go. But I just want to say what a drive, and I'm so glad you didn't put it in the wall because I wouldn't have probably heard the end of that. Obviously last night, very very unfortunate, but tonight you passed that wall 50 times, mate. So well done. Pass you over to Hughesy soon. Monaco next week, difficult track. I think a lot of people are dreading the start of the calendar, and I think the way that we've done it, and you know this as being a director as well, we're trying to get the boys from the men or the men from the boys. These are 3 very, very difficult tracks to start off with. Jeddah 100%, Monaco, and then over to Qatar, and then it gets worse than that because then they go back over to Singapore for 100%, and then over to Miami, then to Baku. So, do you think we are going to see a big change in some of the drivers that we thought last season that was starting to dominate? We're not going to see the similar drivers in those top 4 tracks.
Oh, look, I think we've got some of the toughest, or at least the top 6 toughest opening stint right up to our first silly season this year. So it's absolutely brutal. And for me personally, I love the more enduro races, the 100%ers. That ability to be able to concentrate absolutely helps separate the men from the boys. But tracks like Qatar, I think, is one of those tracks that's going to come down to track limit warnings. It's one of those tracks where you don't often get a safety car, so it comes down to track limit warnings, tyre management.
There's so much runoff there, man.
Yeah, exactly right. And then we look forward to places like Singapore, where again it's a totally different street circuit track to what we've just raced tonight. And I mean, I don't even know how many laps there are of that, like 70 odd. Yeah, it's a lot of. but it will. I think come silly season, there's going to be some interesting results on that championship leadership table. And then as we move past that, I guess we jump into sort of the more commonly raced tracks, the tracks that we're all a bit better at. And so I think the grid will close up then. It's going to be a fascinating season, and I'm looking forward. And I'm just stoked to have snagged a silver medal tonight.
Yeah, no, great job, and I just really want to see full wets in Singapore 100. That would be insane. That would be.
Oh, mate, bring it on! Bring it on! Bring it on!
It's either going to be.
We'll love it.
We lose half the league, or it's go completely right. But no.
Hey, look, that's less competition for me. So bring it on.
It's all right. Racing against yourself, Josh, on the grid. So no, honestly, great work, mate. And no, props to your team, mate. And over to you, Hoosie.
Joshy!
Hey, mate. How you doing?
Not bad, yourself?
Oh, look, I need a shower. That's for sure. I stink. It is sweaty.
You're working hard.
How do you feel?
Oh, mate.
Better than all the other starts.
Yeah, look, just stoked to have finished that, first of all. I think that's the first successful Jeddah race that I've had, where, like, back end of last season, I binned it on the exit of turn 4. This last night, I tapped the apex of turn 4, so got the monkey off my back, which is nice.
Oh, like I was saying when this race started, me and SJ were talking about it. I said you wanted redemption, and you proved to everyone wrong today.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. I was out for vengeance after last night, so...
Turn 4 has that death cross on it. Everyone dies.
It just seems so RNG to me. Like last night, I hit that with less than a bee's dick width of my tyre, and it just ripped my front wheel off. I didn't even break my wing. So if you can get it in the right spot, it's okay, but you get it in that wrong spot, and I think we lost 7, 8 drivers tonight, with quite a number of them being at that turn 4 spot. So yeah, glad that one's done.
Well, Joshy, so happy for you. Congratulations on P2.
Thanks, mate. Appreciate it.
Hopefully you do well at Monaco coming up. With Monaco coming, is your plan just going to be a very good quality?
Oh, look, as we well know, personally, I hate Monaco in a real-life track. Like in real life, it's just one of those processionals. But as they even say there, the race is won on Saturday. So there'll be plenty of practice put in this week. That one-lap pace is super important on this game, even more so when we jump across to the crown jewel of the F1 circuit. So... yeah, quali is mega important, and then it's literally just keeping it out of the wall, which is going to be the challenging thing next week.
All right, awesome. Great work, Josh, and look forward to seeing what you can do next week in Monaco.
Awesome, thanks, boys.
No worries. It's been a long night, but definitely needed to have those chats with these guys tonight. But this man was literally apart from the rest. Grizz, mate, super Grizz, we might call you now. That was phenomenal, mate. Great debut for you in the kick, mate. What can I don't know even know what to say really. It was just perfection. You made the stops. Everything was correct. The safety car, that caused a little bit of a hindrance there. We saw a big accident earlier on. Sometimes it's hard for drivers to get that momentum back. Because you go,
definitely.
For God's sake, I've got to go back onto the hards, or I've got to go back on the mediums and change it. You dropped off, and then you pushed back on. You brought on better tires, and then you just swam away. So obviously a strong track for you.
Very, very strong track. One of my favourites, hands down, man. I've always done well here. Just really, really enjoy this track. So, and I was just lucky we had good race pace at the start, and it was just unfortunate with Wigged when he did his wing that he dropped off a little bit, and then with that drive through with Roche, it kind of alleviated the pressure from me, and I could kind of just look forward and just drive the car. You know what I mean? So it was a good race. In saying that, like, as much as we dropped off, when Josh got into second place, he was catching at some point, so I knew I had to dig deep. But yeah, just getting into that mindset, into that flow is all you needed, and it was good. Like I say, once I had no no drivers behind me, I could just settle in and do what I needed to do.
I think the main thing as well that we've been focusing on is this has probably been the main division that people have been focusing on this season, because we've seen the
Yeah.
improvement of the drivers and also who's on the grid. You know, there is, we saw it
Yeah.
last season in Division 2. I think, what was it, Who's 10 different winners in Division 2 last season?
Yeah, wow.
So
Something like that, yes.
it just shows you how competitive it is, and obviously the difference of how things can change. Like your teammate tonight struggled, but we don't know what happens next week. You know, Josh was up there, you know, and obviously Wicked, and they're new drivers as well. And Josh didn't have the best of weeks, obviously last season. You know, so everyone's starting
Yeah.
really, really well. Going into something a bit different now. Monaco, we know, is all about qualifying. I'm not sure if it's a two-stop. I don't know. I have to do some research. But you feel you got the pace to put it pole position and start off with a double, or you feel a bit nervous in Monaco?
I'm a bit nervous, only because I haven't done much Monaco driving, just for the sheer fact of it hasn't been around much in league racing that I've done, and I'm not a person that really jumps on in open lobbies. So I'll have to get a bit of practice in this week. But yeah, once we start getting some laps in, surely we'll get some times in. But yeah, I'm not the most confident, but I'm sure if we get some practice in this week, it will be fine.
Well, mate, great job, great start. Obviously, Whiff will be chuffed.
Appreciate it, man.
How's the momentum feeling with the rest of the divisions now? You've got 5 tomorrow, 6 Tuesday, and 3 on obviously on Wednesday, which is your TP. So how's everyone feeling at the moment?
Mate, it's been a really good start. Like Whiff brings a good attitude to the team, you know what I mean? So we've had quite a few practice sessions. The boys are looking really well. So no, very confident in the boys to get the job done over the next couple of nights. So it'll be very interesting to see. Just the first couple of laps at Jeddah, you don't know what can happen. So as long as the boys can stay out of that, it should be all right. But like I say, you boys have seen what can happen in the first lap. So it's just getting through that and hopefully having a safe race.
Yeah, no, definitely. And just hearing it in the comments there that Monaco will be a two-stopper. So that will definitely spice things up.
Yeah, there you go.
Which will be really interesting. No,
cool.
Great job, mate. Great to have you as a full-time driver. Great to have you on board. And,
appreciate it, my man.
Yeah, well done.
Thank you.
Pass you over to Hoosie.
Grizz.
How are you, brother?
I knew you were quick when I was straight racing with you the other day. My God. That was incredible to watch.
We racing
Thank
with
you,
him,
bro. Appreciate it.
We racing with him, Hoosie, or we spectating him?
I was trying to catch him. Oh, no.
Sorry, carry on.
How about you saw
I appreciate that.
You were there too. We're trying to catch him.
No, I was at the
Nearly
back.
impossible for us.
I was at the back.
But yes, Whiff will be happy, I guess. It's probably giving praise.
Yeah, he's over the moon, mate. Over the moon.
Playing for Monaco.
Like I say, man, it's a track that I can't say that I'm good or bad at because I just haven't done many laps. So it'll all come down to the practice this week. So wait and see.
Yes, I'll put in bed. I'm just literally doing my last things on the stream and I'm done. Yeah, well, that's all I've got for you, SJ.
Awesome. Yeah, well, congratulations on the win. A great start for the team, a great start for you.
Thank you, brother.
Pick up the momentum, 17 races to go, mate, and we'll see you in Monaco next week.
Awesome. Thanks again, boys. Appreciate it.
No worries.
And well done to Joshy and Wigged as well.
Thanks, mate. You too.
Cheers, boys.
All right, that's it. What a great 2 nights of racing. Hoosie, we're back, mate. We're back. It's season 9. We're back. We've had Jeddah. It has dominated people. It's distracted people. It's caused a lot of problems. But it's great to be back. It's great to be back in the comms box. Obviously, it's our turn tomorrow night. How excited are you to see it back?
I'm happy to see racing back. Happy to be in here, the conspects with you. Happy to be part of all this. But I'm absolutely petrified about tomorrow night.
That makes 2 of us. Should we hold hands?
I want to do what Grizz did and try and get that P1. But I can almost guarantee that corner 4 there, It's got to have my name written all over it. I guarantee I'm going to do a job shit on yesterday night. Guaranteed.
I think we should hold hands and sing Kumbaya the whole way through because it's going to be like that, man. We got 49 laps to go around that track. It's going to be intense, but you never know, mate. Things can happen. We've seen a lot happen tonight. We saw someone in Division 1 not even drive the car and get points, but that obviously won't happen because he DSQ'd and he was lapped. So anything can happen. But no, I think it's great. It's great to be back. It's great to have the guys all back as well and great to be back for Season 9. It's great to see the variety of racing drivers that we've got here this season. The support through the stream has been phenomenal. We've pushed nearly 60 plus on all 3 streams, which is great to see. So loving the support, continue the support. Don't be scared to get involved in the engagement in the comments and the comms. You know, we're not scary. We're all about having a laugh and engaging. And yeah, if you want to jump on board and get on board the Discord, then yeah, jump on board because there is more action there. It doesn't stop. That's the thing. It doesn't stop. There's more to go. There's Division 5 tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. You'll be joined in the comments box by Dido and a new commentator. They just keep coming on through the door, which is great. I don't know if that's me or you or Wreckers. I don't know who that is, but it's great to have these people come through the door. And yeah, just give them a big props on the back because sometimes it can be a little bit out of their comfort zone of putting their voice on stream as well. So always give them props and confidence as well, because otherwise they won't bloody come back and then I have to get more comms. So yeah, keeping amongst it. And then we've obviously got Division 6 on Tuesday, which is going to be very interesting. It looks like a completely new grid. So that'll be definitely an interesting one to watch. That was our highest viewing division last season, so will it be doing the same? And then we've got the last one of the end of the week of Division 3 on Wednesday night. And then we've got the reserve program, which is a bit of a twist. So I'm going to let you know, if you are tuning in now, it is open to full-time drivers. So if full-time drivers do want to practice and they do want to get amongst it, they can participate. But the reserve drivers do have the protocol first, and the reserve drivers are the only ones that score points. So it does give an opportunity for reserve drivers to practice with full-time drivers, and obviously full-time drivers to practice on themselves. But it is a development program, and it is about all the reserves that lose the opportunity from Division 1 all the way to Division 6 that don't get picked or don't want to race full-time. So that's an opportunity on Thursday night. And then Friday night, if you want to get amongst it, or you just want to have a break and chill out, because I guarantee a lot of these guys will be doing a lot of practice on Monaco. Then Friday night we'll have the socials, and then we'll be back on Saturday night for Monaco with Division 1. Hoosie, mate, great to have you in the comms box, mate. It's been a blast. I look forward to doing it again with you. And yeah, thank you very much for jumping in.
All good, SJ. It's been a pleasure. Good luck tomorrow night. Hopefully I see you on the track and we can sing Kumbaya as we go around, but we'll see.
Yeah, you should make that as a meme, mate. That would be pretty cool. All right, well there we go. If you want to see me and Uzi sing Kumbaya tomorrow, tune in at 7:30 p.m. EST. But till then, thank you very much for tuning in. As always, big up to our sponsors, AI369, Pagnium, SimLab, and remember, if you need those setups for tomorrow night, then press the button of SRC and use the code Rush09. Thanks for listening. Enjoy the Belgium Grand Prix. Good night.